Seth Berenzweig with us right now. I love talking to Seth because he could sort out the legality of a lot of this, demanding that people go ahead and be vaccinated, and a restaurant owner must prove that they indeed are vaccinated. In the case of CNN, Seth, I'm sure you're aware of these three individuals who were fired for not getting vaccinated when they in fact said they were. Is that legal?
Right. It is, and I think that there's been two recent dynamics that have occurred mainly because of the Delta variant. First, corporate America, in various aspects of it, have really taken on a position of no more Mr. Nice Guy. They basically said that they're going to require vaccination as a condition for return to work, and of course that requires a truthful disclosure. And there have been plenty of instances. Of course, you talked about United Airlines. They have 67,000 domestic employees. They're on the bandwagon together with a lot of other blue chip companies, Google, Netflix, Uber, others. So that's certainly a trend, and it is certainly legal to do so. Here in Washington, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has reiterated its stance and clarification that employers are indeed permitted, for purposes of the health and safety of the workplace and for their employees, to require those vaccinations as a condition for return to work.
Now, Seth, from what I understand, the CNN situation, they had a sort of a voluntary program there. You must say that you've been vaccinated, and it's understood that you're true to your word. In this case of these three individuals, they might have said that they were, but they weren't. And I'm wondering if the next step then becomes proof that you indeed have been vaccinated. Many companies go on this honor policy, so the next step would be making it a little bit more stringent. What do you think?
That's right, and I think that the federal courts and the EEOC support that. It is not uncommon for employers, and I think this is going to be an increased trend thanks to, unfortunately, the Delta variant, to require proof of vaccination, provided that the company is going to honor the two very narrow exceptions of religious and health concerns. They are able to require proof of vaccination as long as that information is kept confidentially in the human resource file. So I think you're absolutely right. There's going to be a trend that's going to continue, but frankly, I think it's going to really, in the end, bring positive news. As you've noted, we had very good data today on the employment front, and we also have good data in terms of the effectiveness of the vaccine. So corporate America led the way in creating this amazing vaccine technology. Now we're looking at a brand new trend of more corporate America leaning forward in terms of requiring vaccination. I think it's going to help push us forward through the latter stage of the pandemic.
You know, Seth, I believe it was in Los Angeles County where a number of sheriffs has said, with everything I've got to do, if you think I'm going to go after checking and punishing businesses that might not be honoring this indoor mask rule or a host of other rules, you got to be kidding. Now, is there any legal fallout for them not doing so?
Well, I think that employers and businesses are going to be mindful of some potential legal liabilities in the back end, because if they are responsible for promoting health and safety in the workplace, their frontline and top-line concern is going to be promoting health and safety for not only their workers, but for the customers that come in. So while I agree that law enforcement's going to have a lot of other things to worry about, it's really going to be an aspect that's going to be directly related to business and revenue growth, for companies to be able to promote the fact that they are carefully implementing this step. And look at what United did. They did it in a very delicate way. They were clear, but they provided lots of information. They gave one free day of additional pay. So there's going to be a little bit of a carrot and stick. But as companies do that, I predict that you will see a positive trend within corporate America, as hopefully the Delta variant is going to be brought under control.
Got it. Seth, thank you. I understand this a lot better when you explain it to me, so I'd love to have you back to explain some of the other stuff that's no doubt going to be coming forward as the legal back and forth continues on all this. Seth has been excellent this and helping us out, a business law attorney.